6, a helping hand with your land.
Neil from Essex here with today's 3-Minute Thursday. Today's short conversation is going to be a revisit of a video from about a year ago. We've done a 3-Minute Thursday on John Deere's 303 hydraulic fluid and how it's become a little controversial because it doesn't meet any current specification for equipment. Lawsuits, controversy with this have continued. We're going to give you an update on what's happened. .303 hydraulic oil is a John Deere specification for oil dating back 57 years. It is literally a specification for oil from the 50s. They stopped using that specification after 14 years. So for the last 43 years, 303 oil has been obsolete, but today you continue to see it sold in box stores because it can be made and bottled extremely inexpensively. It's one of the lowest cost oils that are on the market. Interestingly enough, these lawsuits have continued. So a year ago, North Carolina went out and banned 303 from sale in their state because it wasn't appropriate for use in any modern equipment. That has continued now. So now, in addition to North Carolina, we're also seeing Missouri and Georgia stepping up as well and banning the use of that fluid in their states. And now an additional lawsuit is out there targeting Tractor Supply in particular for selling this oil. The interesting thing about this oil and what really caught my eye in some of the articles and stuff that I was reading about it was some of the labeling issues on this bottle. You hear a lot of guys, when we talk about hydraulic oil and what belongs in your tractor, referring to compatibility, right? As long as the oil is compatible with the machine, whatever you dump in there is a-okay. The subject of compatibility is really difficult because specifications for different hydraulic oils by and large are not published in any kind of black and white manner that one bottle to the next can necessarily claim that they're compatible. There are only 5 or 6 different base oils used in hydraulic fluids, but additive packages can vary widely and they're not well documented or specified on exactly what's in those formulations. When you look on the back of a bottle of compatible hydraulic fluid, the list of compatible machines or brands or equivalents are solely only the opinion of the company who's manufacturing that bucket of oil that say that they think it's going to be okay in this particular application. The interesting thing that came out to me in this lawsuit was that sampling was actually done in this case. They took those bottles of oil, 14 of them in particular, and went through and sampled the oils and compared them to the other oils that they were complaining to be compatible with. And in those cases, all 14 of those oils were found to be unperforming to the point that damage was likely from their use. So you really got to be careful when you flip around the back of one of these buckets and you look at that long list of compatible fluids. Be very aware that is solely the opinion of that company that bottled that fluid, and it may or may not be okay in a machine. I know these subjects can be a little controversial sometimes. Me coming at this from the dealer side obviously looks like I have a real bias to this because I want to sell you my stuff, which obviously I do. But there's good science behind this and behind putting the right thing into your tractor. When you look at even the most expensive 5-gallon pails of hydraulic fluid that goes into most of our equipment, they're around $110 for the most expensive pails. Many of them can be in the high 90s. This super cheap stuff sometimes is going to come through at 50, 60 bucks. And in most of these cases, this fluid is going to be in your tractor for 500 to 1,000 hours, and spending the extra $40 or $50 to know that you have the right stuff in your tractor, in my opinion, is well worth the added money. Even here at the dealership, if we're sitting on a New Holland machine or a Kubota machine, we put the right oil for the right tractor into the right machine. Even when we buy hydraulic fluids by the tractor trailer load, we will still get the right fluids to put into that tractor because we need to stand behind these products and know that they're going to work properly. And from our experience, we have seen problems in these machines when you mix the wrong stuff into the wrong application in the wrong tractor. These things do matter. A universal hydraulic fluid, a UHT, in a lot of ways really isn't a thing. They have to have the right fluid in the right tractor. So Just to give you a quick update on what's happened with 303, that oil didn't magically disappear when these lawsuits started, but they have continued and they appear to be getting more widespread. So if you need any parts for any of your equipment, you have service or sales needs we can help with, give us a call at Messick's. We're available at 800-222-3373 or online at messick's.com.